fair warning. If anybody would like to come up and say anything at all about Kyle and Marissa, this is the perfect time because the Grand Poobah is going to be following me in. And one thing I've learned a long time ago is never follow the Grand Poobah of Toastmasters. That would be my wife, Tricia, who is Marissa's aunt. And I'm the uncle by marriage, so I'm kind of the insignificant one. But I've been waiting for just a short 24 years to tell this story. That's when Trish and I got married 24 short years ago, and it's been 24 years of bliss, because I really did get lucky on this one. I wasn't so lucky on the first one. But, practice makes perfect. Perfect practice makes perfect. But anyway, so what we were going to do was kind of slyly slide away into the universe and we'll get married someplace, because we're from California, and come back here and have a big party. So it was Trish's job to kind of, launch the thing in Minnesota as far as what's going to happen, and everything was going along smoothly. And I was going to get away for maybe $500, quick shot. Hi, Justice of Peace. How are you? You're the Justice. I'm the Peace, and it's all over. Until she had to tell somebody, and the somebody she told was who? Marissa. And Marissa had some questions, which ended up costing me around $25,000. It's almost like $1,000 a year waiting to tell this story. So I'm going to let you listen to Tricia tell you the story about how I lost 25G in about 5 minutes. And this is the darling.
This is a true story. So Rich and I decide we're going to get married, and we're going to do it very quietly in California where we live. And then we're going to come back to Minneapolis, and we're going to throw this fabulous party where all the Canadian relatives are coming down, and all the Minneapolisans are going to be there, and it's going to be a great party. So we tell Marissa, and she says, "But who's going to be your flower girl?" And I said, "No, honey, we aren't going to have a flower girl. It's not really a wedding. We're just going to get married, and then we're going to have this fabulous party, and you get a new party dress." She says, "But who's going to be your flower girl?" And she's 4. Okay, she's 4. She's a little over 4. And Shayna is about to be 2. Okay. And so we go through this again, and she is persistent, as you know she is. And she finally looks at me with these pools of gorgeous blue and says, with her lip trembling, "But who's going to be your flower girl?" And I looked at her and looked at Rich and I said, "You are." "Rich, we're going to have a wedding." And the first thing she says is, "Can my sister be a flower girl too?" So suddenly, we were going to have a wedding. Yeah, exactly. And it ended up being beautiful, but it's all because of Marissa. And seriously, been waiting all these years to tell it publicly. She is responsible. But I do want to say one thing. Marissa said something to me, or she actually wrote it in a note about a month ago, and it meant the world to me. And I just want to rephrase it to her. But I can't look at you when I say this. There will be part of me that will always think of you as a 5-year-old in your Minnie Mouse dress, sitting on my lap and looking up at me as if I were Maria von Trapp. And we have watched you grow into this beautiful, intelligent, talented, caring, loving, exquisite woman. And now you have met Kyle, who is handsome, intelligent, caring, and did I say handsome? Anyway, we are thrilled to have you in our family and to get to know all of your family, because there's not enough love in the world, and by extending family and embracing one another, we have more love in our family, and we're truly, truly blessed. So our princess, Marissa, has found her Prince Charming, and may you live with joy, good health, and love in the land of Ur.